Believe it or not, but you're exactly where you're supposed to be at in life right now. I know a lot of times we tend to think that we're supposed to be farther or more ahead in life, or we're supposed to have more than what we already have right now in life. But I can guarantee you that every single thing that you have done up leading to right now is the reason why you're here. Everything that you have done in the past caused you to be right here. So if you feel like you should be farther in life, or you should have more things accomplished, you have nobody but to blame but the man in the mirror, because every single thing you do affects the future. What you do today is going to depend where you at tomorrow. If you study for your test today, that's going to dictate whether you pass or fail on your test. Whether you save money for the next 2-3 months going to determine how your bank account look. So you're where you're at supposed to be. A lot of times we tend to just blame, oh, I see him doing this, or I see her doing that, I feel like I should be right there. But we don't see the work that they put in. We don't see the hours, the grinding, the missed sleep, the stress that they go through to get to where they at. So comparison is the thief of all joy. So you may be comparing yourself to the next man, but you don't know what the next man to get to where they at. I heard a quote by Inky Johnson. He said that his grandmother told him, which resonated with me. He said, you don't know what the next man did to get to where they at, and you don't know what they're doing to stay where they at. So never judge a book by its cover. Don't always think that just everything happens and fall on people a lot, bro. It's a lot of times we don't see what go on behind closed doors. A lot of times you may think you need to be where the next person at, but if truth be told, you ain't put not even half amount of work in as they put in to get to where they want to be at in life. So like I said in the beginning, you have nobody to blame but yourself, because everything that you do leads up to where you're at right now. And you have to realize that 99% of people who are trying to get to where you want to get to have failed. A lot of people quit because it gets too hard, it gets too stressful, so they rather take the easier route, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody as kids, when we younger, we all had these big goals. We have a lot set for ourselves. But when we get older and we realize the amount of work that you have to put in, the amount of hours and of beating on your craft to get to where you want to get to, we change and we reroute our direction because we don't want to put in the work. But we see somebody else that put in the work and we say, oh, I could have did this. Why is he there? How come he got all these subscribers on YouTube? How is Casanat doing this? Casanat just hit a $10 million month. But I guarantee you, it's a lot of people saying, oh, I wish I could do what he doing. Oh, I could do that. Oh, this man Kai lucky. But we don't know the work that Kai put in, like behind closed doors. I'm telling you, it's very rare that things happen overnight. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's probably like 0.000.1% chance that things just happen overnight. That just things fall in your lap and everything gonna be all right. Like, it's just not one day. You're not just gonna wake up and have a bunch of zeros in your bank account. You're not gonna have millions on top of millions in your bank account if you didn't put in work, if you ain't put in the hours. If you know you blowing your check and you living check to check, you're just not gonna wake up and have millions in your account. It's unrealistic. You're not just gonna wake up and see a Lamborghini on your driveway when you know you've been pushing a Honda and you haven't been working your butt off to get rid of that Honda. It's just not gonna happen like that. You gotta realize that things do not happen overnight. And another thing, you have to focus on what you can control. A lot of times we feel like we should be farther in life and that we are putting in the work, but you can't control where you at right now. Well, no, I take that back, because you can control, but you can't control how fast things happen, because a lot of times God has a different timing for us. He does not want things to happen on our time. A lot of times we have to go through the storm and we have to go through bad times to get to where we want to get to. So we may be thinking, oh, I want to have this done in the next 2-3 months, but God don't want us to have that certain thing done until 3-4 years. So even with us having that short-term mindset, oh, I'm going to get this done in 2-3 months, will cause us to quit or redirect our goals, because we can stay the route and stay the course with the 3-4 years with God. So that's just another thing to think about. Like, you have to focus on what you control. Don't worry about the outcome, the timing, or when you're going to get to where your goal. Just focus on the little things. Focus on taking every step, day by day, step by step, brick by brick. You only can focus on what you can control, which is what can you control is in the now. So you know you can control if you want to get in the gym, if you want to get in the gym, you know you can't focus on the big goal, getting fit, losing weight, because that's going to take a long time. But what you can control is making sure you show up to the gym when you say you're going to show up to the gym. Be consistent every single day, eating on a healthy diet, eating a healthy plan. That's what you can't control, just controlling it now. And over a course of time, over doing all that, added up, you eventually get to your end goal of losing weight or being more fit, having more muscle on your body. But I say we are right where we're supposed to be at. If you're fat, everything that you've done in your life has led up to you being fat. It just didn't happen like that. Like you've been eating honey buns, you never work out, you don't do your cardio. Like there's a reason you're fat. There's a reason why we are supposed to be where we're at right now in life. So this video is just for people to get out of that victim mindset. A lot of times we always just feel like, oh, why me? Why me? This happened to me. And not realizing that we have a lot more control over our life and a lot more control of our situation and where we could be at than what we think. So we have to get out of that victim mindset and realize that everything, wherever you at in life, is all your fault. You could be way farther in life. So when you realize that you have control over that, you can take action and get to where you want to get to in life. But if you just feel like, oh, I have no control, I don't know how I got here, I don't know how I'm broke, I'm homeless, oh, how I have all these kids. No, you know how. It's you. You have no one to blame but the man in the mirror. But yeah, I'm not for to talk our head off. I appreciate everybody for clicking in, tuning in on this video. I appreciate all the love, the support, the DMs that y'all been showing me. Crazy amount. We are so close to 500 subscribers. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said, really this video is just about just get out of that victim mindset, because that's, as long as you stay in the victim mindset, you're not going to grow in life. You're not going to be able to conquer. You're not going to be able to do things that you know you can do at your fullest potential. And another thing that I meant to say is get closer to God. We got to get closer to God. Get closer with our origin and get closer with our creator, because it's all on his timing, and that's who help us, give us the mindset to keep going. And yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody for clicking on the video and seeing what I got to say. And I love y'all boys. 1K on the way.